Hey class! So this week's discussion post prompts us to talk about Alzheimer's disease, as well as the 3 stages of Alzheimer's disease and what resources that we would recommend during those stages for the client as well as the family. So, stage 1 is the mild or the early stage. This can be the first signs of the disease are forgetfulness, confusion, and mood and personality changes. This can often be the most, excuse me, stressful for the client themselves, as they are aware of his or her fluctuating brain changes. Um, they're often aware of what is happening. So, some resources that I would recommend would be support groups. Always, I always like to recommend support groups for people because just being around other people that are dealing with the same things that you are dealing with can be life changing for someone. Cognitive behavioral therapy, talk therapy, um, Alzheimer's disease education for the family and the client. Also, putting together an action plan while the client is still able. They can go over what they want to happen in the later stages. Also, I would recommend some early stage social engagement programs with other people that are living with the disease. Just getting out in the community and maybe planting flowers or going on a walk and things like that can really be helpful. So, the moderate stage or stage 2 is characterized by increased memory loss, problems organizing thoughts and language, difficulty recognizing friends and family members, and also restlessness. Um, so, what I would recommend for stage 2 would be individual therapy for the client as well as the family. Also, more A&D, or I'm sorry, Alzheimer's support groups. Also, some resources for safety. That way, everyone remains safe in the home. What they can do to make things easier around the home. Also, self-care resources for the family as they're dealing with a lot of stress and losing their loved one. Stage 3 is often, the later stage, and this disease is unfortunately um, always fatal. So, in the late stage of Alzheimer's disease, a person is often bedridden and has increasing health difficulties. Hutchinson says that the most common reason for death in the late stage is aspiration pneumonia, when the person can no longer swallow properly. Um, Things that I would recommend would also be more safety resources to keep everyone safe. Also, as well as palliative or hospice care to help the family and the loved ones, just to take a little stress off of them. And also grief support groups, because this disease is ultimately fatal. Just so that, either way, it's going to be a difficult time dealing with this, but grief support groups can always help. Okay, that's all I have for today. Thanks.